Nick Biasi with us here on the John Mendola Show. Nick, got some good bloodlines there for baseball in your family. What was it like being a little kid and growing up, seeing your two brothers? Man, these kids are so good. Did it fuel you to be the competitor that you are?
Yeah, definitely. They push me and just tell me all the time in the gym, like, you got to work harder and everything. And them being home because of the quarantine and everything, like, that gave me such an advantage just to see what they do over like an off season. And I really think that pushed me and taught me what I have to do to make myself better.
Talking to Dante, he's like, I don't even know if Nick was listening all these years. We were doing travel baseball or watching, and he was listening and he was watching. So talk a little bit about what you took in from seeing what those guys did with travel ball and seeing them compete.
Well, just like, I never missed a game, and all the championships they won, like, it was always them pitching in the championships, and you see how much of a competitor they are, and you just want to grow up and be like them.
Talent-wise, you feel like you're comparable in some of the areas that they are still pretty darn good at?
Yeah, I would say that I'm definitely comparable to them.
How about the college? You're headed to Florida State, but probably some colleges that were interested in you. What was that college mix like, saying, hey, we want you, or we're interested?
Yeah, I talked to a lot of like the ACC schools, a few SEC guys, but just like, I always wanted to play baseball in the South, and it just happened that Florida State, they're just a great baseball school, a great area, and when they offered me, it seemed like it was the right offer, so they were who I picked.
What did you like about Florida State? Did you get down to the campus to see them, or it's more like, hey, I know what they have to offer, I'm all in, it's Florida State?
Well, I mean, kinda. So like, I had virtual tours, and I saw all of their facilities and the campus and everything, and obviously it was hard to get down there to visit with quarantine, but they were like, you're our number one guy that we want to see this summer, and we want to get you. So they're like, yeah, just send me a virtual tour and everything, and I'll look at it. And then they offered me, and I was like, yeah, this is the place. I called them back 2 days later.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's a big deal. How about the big deal of this talented team and all these guys committed places?
Oh, this team's great. Like, we're just a bunch of hard workers, and we're all from 30 minutes away from each other. Like, I could hang out with any one of them I wanted to on a weekend, and I think that's what brings us together as a team the best. Like, we're in the weight room all winter just working and pushing each other, and I really think that's what makes us a team that can compete with some of the best teams that they'll pull guys from anywhere in the country. Like, we lost to a team that's from Virginia, and they had a kid from Seattle pitching against us, so it's like, for us to make it even to that stage that we play against those teams, it just shows what our team is about.
It's a pretty neat story to have all these local guys, and as you say, competing against some of the best in the nation. Talk about the tournament in Georgia, what that experience was like for you guys.
Georgia was awesome. Like, for the past 2 years, 3 years, I guess, the team, I've only been here for 2, but I know that their goal every year is to train for Georgia, and like, that's our big tournament. And last year we didn't end up making it out of our bracket, but this year we did, and it was probably the most 11 of the funnest days I've had in a while. It was just awesome competing against some of the guys, and so fun.
You mentioned to one of your teammates how lucky you guys are to compete right now. I know a lot of old people compete in college, high school, whatever. You guys were able to do that. What's it feel like to say, hey, we're continuing our season right now?
It was great to be back. Like, I'm definitely disappointed that our high school season got canceled, because me personally in Hazleton, I was excited for a big year. We had a really good team, and we were hoping to make a state championship run, but just being able to be back and getting back with all these guys, it's awesome.
Or as little things you're working on, are your brothers pretty hard on you, or are they kind of like, hey, it's my brother, let the other coach handle this?
Well, my oldest brother Sal, he's definitely really hard on me. He's like our main pitching coach, I would say. and he's, if I do something wrong, he'll definitely yell at me.
But your folks, how do they kind of take all this in, knowing that they got 3 boys that are competitors and that will do anything, and it's a pretty fortunate situation. They set you guys up pretty good, huh?
Yeah, for sure. My mom, she's cooking for us every night and cooking healthy meals for us, and my dad, he just loves being around a baseball field, so it's great for him that all 3 of us could go Division I.
As far as the talent on this team, take us through, what your outfield look like on a game. I mean, it could change from game to game, but take us through a couple guys.
Our center fielder, Nick Matson, going to West Virginia, he's like, when I'm pitching, I'm just so confident that if there's a fly ball hitting the gap, that he's there to run it down. And Ethan Elms, Nick Finarelli, like, I have a lot of trust in them too, and I'm just glad that we have those guys out there to back me up.
And, I know we talked earlier to Jake behind the plate. He's got a tough job with all the arms. How about some of the other arms on this team?
Well, I mean, our pitching is definitely the best part of our staff. Like, we just have so many guys that are just hard workers, and they have the velocity, they have the pitches, and with our pitching coaches, there's just no reason that we can't get outs and everything. So it's just amazing. Ty Federici's going to LSU, and you put him out on the mound, and that he could compete in a championship game. Derek Cease, you could put him in any game, and he's ready to go. We have a lot of guys that are just like, we'd never worried about them.
Well, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on headed to Florida State, and keep having some fun. All right.
All right.